All right, welcome. It's the Mina's House Podcast, episode 168. I'm Mina SayWhat.
Garnett Briscoe.
Stucky.
Hello, guys. I couldn't wait to talk to y'all today. It's been a week.
It's been a week, yeah.
Listen, the amount of things that have happened this week, incredible. Let's hop right into it, because there's a lot to talk about. We also have a guest joining us today, Christian Crosby. He is the Sixers in arena host, but he's also an artist now. He literally is getting back from hosting the All-Star game. So if you're in the Philly area, even if you're not in the Philly area, you know that Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons actually did not get to play in the All-Star game because they came in contact with someone that was COVID positive, a barber. And because of contact tracing, they had to sit out the game just to be sure. Because, there's the incubation period that they have for the virus. You might not immediately pop up positive even after coming in contact with it. So they had to sit out the game. We'll talk to Christian about that and his music shortly. So let's get right into what's in our feed. Michael Rainey is making headlines, a.k.a. Tariq St. Patrick. He had some things to say. He's calling out Swizz Beatz and Timbo after they announced that they have sold Verzuz to the Thriller Network. They're now shareholders of the network. And also they're giving equity stake to the 43 performers who actually touched the Verzuz stage prior to them coming up with this deal. So prior to that, they were just kind of doing it on Apple and they were doing it on Instagram Live. Michael Rainey, a.k.a. Tariq St. Patrick, said, this is what he said. We can't ever just have something on our own. It's always about money. Cool move, but these dudes are sellouts. Are they sellouts? They created their own platform and they sold it to a bigger platform. Is that considered being a sellout?
Yes, it is. Because that's the point, right? I mean, at the end of the day, they built this company from absolutely nothing. You got to remember, this is during the pandemic. It was free to pull your phone out and, go live, basically. And I think, that's a lot of responsibility for only two people. And I think when you're going into it, they didn't really know or have a vision, but it did turn into something. And when you are building a business and you do need help, I think that, selling it is a pretty good thing, especially when you still own, especially when you still own, the portion that you're selling to the other company, which is Triller. I thought that was a pretty good deal for them. They also got all of the performers some stock inside of the company as well. So it's not like, everybody was doing it for free, where, they really put together a strong business move. So, for Tariq, my boy Reek, to jump out the window, maybe he should have looked at it from a different standpoint. I do kind of understand what he's saying. He wants it to be, Black owned but that's a lot of hard work for something that's so big every week or every month and every time that they do it. So I thought it was a pretty good business deal.
By definition, they sold out.
Sold
like
out.
The definition of selling out is literally to sell something that you've created. And the reason that I'm 100% Team Tariq on this, or Team Tariq, or Team Michael on this, the reason I agree with him is because, and I wouldn't normally do this, I would be 100% where Garnett is. Like, this is a big undertaking, and I do think it's okay to build something, give it to somebody else, and create something else. Like, that's fine with me. But the reason that I 100% agree with Michael on this is because in May, when other companies were trying to buy Verzuz, Timbaland and Swizz Beatz were jumping out, making these public statements like, we're not selling out. They literally used the word sellout. We're not selling out to nobody. This is for the culture. This is ours. We're not letting nobody put their name next to our name, so forth and so on. Then you did it. So like, you sold out. Like, and I get it. You did something. You helped the artists out. You did something. You helped yourself out. Like, I get it. You have stake in the company and all that stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you said that you would not do this, and you did it.
So Swizz had an actual response to this on social media. He said, but we own Thriller or Triller or whatever. And he said that Timbaland came in and said, we own everything. Tell who done that. My thing with this is we have all these people talking about minority ownership and Black ownership, and they're preaching these things, right? But then they'll create something and then sell it to a company that's run by white people. So it's like, I don't understand sometimes about the preaching of the ownership. You don't own it when you sell it, even if you have stake in it.
Yeah,
and Jay-Z does this all the time.
Yeah,
he just did it with Tidal.
But I think it's asinine to come out and say, but we own Thriller, or we own everything. Like, I think that's crazy to say that when you don't. Because if you did, then your platform initially would have been on Thriller. Like, why would that? Doesn't make any sense. Like, you can't sell something and then own the thing that you sold it to. Like, you can't do both things. So you don't own Thriller. You have 50% stake in the company. You don't own it. So like, that's misleading for him to even come out and say that. And if that was the case, then you wouldn't have had to sell it in the first place. But you did.
My whole thing is, it's okay to do that. That's a smart business move. My opinion on this is, in no way am I saying, this is a bad thing. This is literally what people do all day. They create brands and they sell it. But my thing is, there has to be a balance. You can't preach ownership, and let's own our own things and own our own services and, this, and this, and then sell it to a company that's run by people that don't look like you, that's my whole thing, and if you want to do it for money, that's fine. But where are the opportunities for the people of color to work for businesses that are run by people that look like them? If you're going to sell off everything that becomes profitable and everything that becomes successful.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to tap into a little bit, just as far as we really don't know what everything means, though. Just as far as like who really is, pressing buttons over at Triller. Maybe they are people that look like us, or, are people that are, into our culture. They're doing pretty good things right now, just as far as, with the boxing events and stuff like that. So I think, for them to even choose a platform like that is pretty innovative. That's the platform. What is that?
Find out who owns Triller.
Well, I'm not saying own. I'm saying the people that are in the boardrooms, so to speak.
No, I get that, but we're talking about ownership here. Like, who owns, do you really own it?
I mean, technically, if they have shares in that, if they do hold stock, they are owners. Are they the majority owner? Who knows? Probably not. But you do build to sell at a certain point, and who's to say that they didn't, own everything on the back end as well. So, maybe they are, they sold Verzuz, but if they own a license into what actually makes Verzuz, then they can take that anywhere else.
Right. Our guest is joining us. So I'm going to admit him in. And you were going to say something, Dexter?
No. I was going to say who owns it, but we're good. We don't have to. I get where he's coming from.
Yeah. So joining the podcast right now is Christian Crosby.
Hey. Yo, what up, y'all?
How's it going,
man? How you doing?
Hey, Christian.
Good. What's up, y'all?
Look at you all early. We like it.
Oh, I'm a professional, baby. Come on now. I had to get in here 5 minutes early. Come on.
Yo, so me and Christian go back a long time. Yo, we've climbed fences together.
Yo, wait, yo. Yo, can we tell them real quick how we snuck in the Lincoln Financial Field? Like, during one, the Kevin Hart show where he made history because he packed out a football stadium? Yeah, that show. We snuck in that show by climbing the gate of the Lincoln Financial Field. Jumped over that tall fence, then climbed on the side of the concrete. We probably could have got hurt.
We could have died.
There was a guard right there, and the guard was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And we were like, "Yo, we had to get something from the car." Like, and for some reason that was sufficient enough. He was like, "Oh, all right, y'all good." Then we proceeded.
Whose idea was this?
Wait, what?
It was your idea, Mina.
I don't know. I'm not putting no onus on that.
That was her idea. It was your idea. Wait, finish the story though. Finish the story, Mina.
No, go. You tell it good.
Yo, so we get in. Like, somehow it just was perfect. Like, the show hadn't even started yet. So we start walking down. I think Mina knew one of the guards. So he was like, "Yo, what's up?" She's like, "Yo." He's like, "Where you sitting?" She's like, "We're all the way down the front." He's like, "Oh, okay, go ahead." So I'm like,
we were all the way down in the front, mind you. I just said that.
Well, I'm sure.
all the way. Wait, no. But this is the most reckless part about this whole scheme. We already made it to the front. So at this point, we could have sat down front row. Mina's like, no, I want to go on that side. So her and I walk across in front of the entire audience in the front with no credentials, no tickets, across everyone, and sit on the opposite side in the front because she wasn't satisfied with this side on the front. She wanted to be on this side of the front. And we enjoyed the show. It was a great show. No one questioned us. We made it on the DVD. If you look up the DVD, like if you go, you'll see us in the front row, like like laughing at the show. Like we're in there. Like we were right there.
That is a tip, though, that people who are listening should know. If you're able to get down to the front row in any concert or whatever, you can sit there and nobody's going to bother you. Because people normally like stand up. Nobody's sitting there assigned seats, but you just got to get down there.
Yeah, we finessed. That was one of our greatest. I don't know what else you finessed, Mina, but that was definitely one of my greatest finesses.
I'm sure I finessed a lot, but I forgot that I didn't like sitting on the other side. Like we had sat off to the side, and I'm like, I can't see over here. We were in the front row, but we were on the side. I was like, I can't even see him. He's small. I need to get closer. So we went all the way to the other side. I forgot about that. We did.
I actually forgot. I literally forgot that even happened. But as soon as you said that, it triggered the memory, and that is a funny memory. Yo.
So I would have never been able to climb the fence had it not been for Christian, because Christian's a lot taller than me. So he was like able to like get up, and then he pulled me up.
No,
but
we climbed up the stadium. Like I don't think y'all understand. Like this isn't one of these things where it's like it was easy to navigate.
No,
we climbed a big gate. Like honestly, I don't even know if you should put this out because I might actually get in trouble for it.
We weren't criminals.
I know everyone that works there. They're gonna be like, really, Christian?
Well, no, we were supposed to be there. Like I got invited to the show. We got invited to the show. It's just they had a cutoff because they were filming it, obviously. So you had to be in the stadium by a certain time. So they cut off when they shut the door. So we were supposed to be there, but we missed the cutoff because we were working. Remember, we were hosting an event. Him and I were hosting an event together.
I don't remember all that.
Yeah, we were.
I don't remember that.
So we went, and then that's why we climbed it, because we're like, well, we're supposed to be in there. Like we just missed the cutoff. They closed the door on us.
I love that you try to justify this. Like, I love this. It means a lot to me that you try to justify. You guys owe Kevin Hart some money. That's it.
Yo, all Mina's doing is exposing the fact that it was her idea. So
I don't remember whose idea it was.
Spain, don't come at me. Spank, don't come for me. Come for Mina, not me.
I don't remember whose idea it was. I just remember that you were so good at climbing, and I can climb too. I've climbed a couple fences, but I'm not as tall as you. So I was like, Christian, I remember you pulled me up, and I was like, ooh, Christian just pulled me up over the fence.
That's right. I'm on that. I grew up watching my Jackie Chan movies. When I'm in the room, I'm looking at the bars and how I could get here and there in case I need to get out of there. I'm all about that type of stuff. So I was ready for the challenge. She was like, "We sneaking in." I said, "Let's go. We're gonna hit that gate, that bar, and we're gonna get up there."
You know what? I think it was a joke at first, and you were like, "Oh no, you want to try?" I think I was like joking, and then it became real.
No, see, you almost got me. You're not gonna put this on me. I almost started going with you, but I'm not going with it. You're not getting me on. No, that's all you, Mina. Don't do that.
All right, I'll take the heat. It's all right. So Christian is a man of many talents. He literally is the Sixers in-arena host. And if you go to a Sixers game, you see Christian everywhere. He's also an artist. He's a master creator. I saw he does voiceovers now. Like, Christian, what don't you do? Like, you do everything.
Yo, I definitely don't have rhythm anymore. I forgot. Like, I used to be able to dance, and I was trying to dance the other day, and I was like, yo, I can't dance anymore.
Quarantine because of the quarantine? Like you haven't danced because of the quarantine, you lost it, or
quarantine, bro? I lost my rhythm like 4 years ago, bro. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. I just I was in my bag on other stuff, and I guess like God was like, all right, you got too many things going on. I got to suck something. He took my rhythm away, yo. I lost my rhythm. But other than that, yo, honestly, that introduction made me sound way cooler than I am. I appreciate that. But I'm just trying to do my thing like y'all, man. Like, I'm enjoying life and just embracing who I am and trying to create and enjoying it. Like, people are receiving it well. So I'm really enjoying the ride right now. But don't ask me to dance because you're gonna be disappointed.
You know, that's ironic because Christian used to be on the dunk squad for the Sixers.
Facts, big facts.
And you know, that's what they be doing. They dance. So I don't know how you lost it.
I lost it, yo. Yo, one thing I do want people to start knowing about me, I'm about to start a whole revolution with this. I whistle. I'm a master whistler.
Give us
I want to create a whistle community, and I want to start whistle battles. And I believe in my heart of hearts that I am one of the greatest whistlers of all time. So, I
have to see it. Can you do whistle while you twerk? Can you do that song? It's the Yin Yang Twins.
That's like asking Beyonce if she can sing. I don't know. Give me like I don't want to disrespect somebody else's song, so let me watch what I say. But that's like asking Beyonce to sing like the alphabet or something. Like I'm a master whistler. I'm not whistling no whistle while you twerk. I'm a master whistler. Put on some classical music. Let me hit this. Let me hit the freestyle. Let me hit some Beethoven on y'all with my whistle. That's the type of whistle game I want.
Let's do the alphabet then. See if you can do that.
Wait, hold on. That's actually a good challenge. Hold on. Let me do it in my head first and make sure.
You should have just taken whistle while you twerk, bro.
I need an instrumental. I can't do it raw. Like, I'm still working on it, y'all. Y'all put me on the spot with stuff. I'm not doing that yet.
I feel like if we play an instrumental, YouTube will pull us down.
Oh yeah, that's facts. Look, anyone listening, I don't know what demographic y'all got listening, but if you whistle, I need you to hit me up. All whistlers, I'm starting a new community. I'm sick of us being quiet. We're letting all these singers, rappers, people that do poetry take all of the shine. We got the whistle talent. It's a real thing. We need to make it a sport. We need to make this a whole thing. And I'm going to lead the way. So all my whistlers, hit me up. Let's come together because I can't do it alone. And let's make this whistle community pop. You feel me?
Wow. It's going to happen.
Hey, listen, I'm making it a thing. Whistle Wednesdays. Go to my Instagram right now. Yo, listen. Go to my Instagram right now. There's a video on there. You know that song by the Lil Baby? What's it called? Oh no,
On Me.
It's not Lil Baby's song. He's on the song, but it's what's his name? The beat starts and then it goes.
That's really descriptive.
We paid.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Now, when that song starts, what happens? Go to my Instagram right now. Who my Instagram right now?
There's a whistle.
Go to my Instagram.
So what do? You listen to every song?
I don't see it.
No, go down. I'm wearing the same hat.
Okay.
I'm looking like outside. I'm outside. I'm wearing this hat.
And you said, should I start Whistle Wednesday? You were serious about this.
Listen, go to the Whistle Wednesday one. Y'all think I'm playing?
Oh, I got it.
All right, play it. Listen to the whistle game. All right, yeah, put on the speaker. Watch, listen. Y'all crazy.
Yo,
ain't nobody whistling like that. Who's with? Name another human being that's whistling and starting a whistle movement like me.
Nobody, one. Bro. You got that, bro. You got it.
Exactly.
I'm mad at it, actually.
Yo, and Dexter be mad at a lot of stuff. So you've accomplished something today.
Because he looks like he actually video. Like, okay, now imagine that, right? Now imagine somebody being like, all right, that was Christian's round. Next up, we got solo whistle go it's your turn. Then they play another instrumental. He goes like, what? Yo, get out of here, yo.
Mina, when we judge it, we'll be the judges. We can say,
Yeah.
stuff like
we
that.
can get on. Yeah, we can. If y'all help me do this, I will cut y'all in on it because y'all know there's a lot of money in it.
I can only whistle while you twerk, though. Whistle while you twerk.
See, that's nah. We're not doing that.
No.
You don't see. You're downgrading. This is a sport. This is like Beethoven type stuff.
So is twerking. No.
Not whistle while you twerk, because I'm picturing someone twerking while they're whistling.
Right.
You're killing the vibe with that. We need to focus on the whistling. Everybody's gonna be looking at the twerk.
Yeah.
Points.
Come on now, you're killing it. We gotta focus. Look, seriously, like I'm not even kidding. I really do believe in this whistle thing.
All right. So any whistlers, you hit up Christian.
Please.
And we'll judge it. You got a good idea. This is what I talk about with Christian. He's such a like chameleon. He kind of just like, evolves into different things. So Christian, I want to talk about you hosting the All-Star game because I was really proud of you. I was watching Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and then I was flipping over.
Oh yeah, they said the ratings were like similar, right? With the Oprah interview, the NBA.
So I think Oprah won. I think Oprah won on that one.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I don't know.
Christian, you were hosting the dunk contest. I was so proud of you. I mean, you've done it before, but it was a little different this year. Can you talk about that?
Yo, it was so different. But I got to give the NBA their credit for pulling it. I don't know how they pulled it off. Usually there's hundreds and hundreds of staff members. A whole lot of production, 2 different locations, 3 days, and like a whole lot of prep. They had like half the time to even produce the whole show. Half the people were allowed to be there because of COVID. A lot of restrictions, everything crammed into one day. Crazy, it's just craziness. So the show, I was actually, usually I'm on a court. I wasn't on a court. I was actually on a stage, but the way they had it set up was pretty dope. But it was just like everything leading up to it was just like different. Like, think of NBA. When you think of NBA All-Star Weekend, you think like all the celebrities are in town. Everybody's in town. There's events. There's so much to do. You don't even need to go to the game and you're good. Like this was just a whole lot different. Like the NBA didn't do any events leading up to it. We obviously were trying to be respectful of COVID in this pandemic. So it was all put in one day. So our rehearsals were very strict. We had to stay in our room, very similar to the bubble. Mm-hmm. Like, we had to stay in our rooms. We had to get tested every single day. We had to wait for our results before we could go to the stadium. Like, all the transportation was coordinated. The food was specific. You couldn't just wander off. You couldn't do anything like that. Super strict. Mm-hmm. And then like the actual event, if y'all saw it, it was definitely different. Everything was different. Just the vibe. There was only 3,000 people in the building. Mm-hmm. The energy was a little different. It was just different. Mm-hmm. What I do like though, the charity aspect that they've added, super dope. And the love they gave to HBCUs, my favorite part, and Black students. Yeah. They didn't have to do that. They did it, and they did it right. They put real money towards it. Gave them a lot of love and a lot of shine. I love to see that. So that was super dope to be a part of that. And then they got all the sponsors to get involved too. We actually gave $50,000 to 2 kids. Like in front of everyone, and we also blessed a healthcare worker with a car. So that was dope. It was good. They did the right thing. They focused on the right things. I wish that obviously things were normal and the vibes were what they usually are. But you gotta take the wins during this time. We're gonna take the wins that we get, and all the other stuff is like, what do you want me to say? Like,
mm-hmm. Right.
But I will say, go ahead.
And I was gonna say, you got to break down to me, I guess, like a regular All-Star Weekend, right? Because it's also, it's a lot of celebrities, but it's a lot of women there that's trying to get drafted. They would be All-Stars too. So, like, what was the crazy difference? Not this year, but maybe last year, because this wasn't your first time being an All-Star host, correct?
This is my fourth time being a
talking to a full-time All-Star, man.
He's the OG, man.
Full-time All-Star.
Listen, y'all should only know I be having the only people I invite on the podcast is people that are like certified. He's been there 4 times.
Yo, I will say normal NBA All-Star Weekend, man, listen, if you are not focused on your craft, you are going to do something wrong. You're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you are not dedicated to going into your hotel room at night and working on your craft or whatever you're there for the weekend, you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. I'll never forget. I think it was my second year.
I was hitting you up and he ignored me.
He was messing up.
Yo,
you're so corny for that. That never happened. That never happened ever, y'all. Never once.
No. I have hit him, but he's been like, yo, I'm busy working. So he's always working. I will vouch for that.
You really put it out there like he didn't respond to you, though. Like,
no, I was joking. No. He said he was working.
Toronto. Remember when NBA All-Star was in Toronto? I hosted in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my first hit. I went out onto the court. So on your first hit, they give you the lower third. They put your name and they put your Instagram under your name. Bro, I go off the court, waiting for my next hit. Go on Instagram.
Spill the tea, man.
Unlike anything I've ever seen.
What was it?
Ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I was like, I got overwhelmed. I didn't even because this is the point that I'm trying to make. You
were focused.
You will drop the ball. You will drop the ball. And I'm not a person that drops the ball. So, but in NBA All-Star Weekend, a normal NBA All-Star Weekend is one of my favorite weekends. Everyone is in the same place at the same time that's in that industry. Like imagine everyone in radio, everyone in the podcast world all in the same place at the same time.
It's called the BET Awards.
Hey, look, you're not wrong. It's just so crazy. Like, and then like you said, it's like a draft. And there's just people trying to make a come up and people trying to meet people in business meetings. If you do it the right way, you can really, really, really come out of there successful. So, this was definitely different. Like, it was definitely different. But what I will say is like, this time, if you were there, you were family. You know what I'm saying? It felt good because it was like we were all going through this thing together. Like, yo, how are we gonna get through this? And then we got through it, and it was just like, yo, like I ain't never gonna forget this one. Coming out of it was just like, yo, like, whew, like, yo, this is something we know what we just went through. Is can't explain it to anybody else. So like, being able to be a part of that is dope. I feel good about that part of it. Like I'm like, all right, like I feel like I'm part of the family a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it was crazy. I'm trying not to like talk crazy, but it was crazy. It was crazy. Wow.
So how does being, being young and black, how does someone, end up with this profession, man? You're a host of the Sixers, which is fantastic and great. Like you said, you're a four-time All-Star. So how does, somebody like you, even land in a position like this?
Being very curious, being accountable, and being pleasant to be around. I've made every mistake I could have possibly made. I did not have a plan. What I did have was when I made a mistake, I owned that mistake and I never made that mistake again. And I was curious, meaning I would ask questions, I would inquire about things, I would get understanding and knowledge, and then I would apply that to whatever the heck I was doing. And so I wanted to know, I wanted to learn. And then I understood at an early age, like people who have control and people who make the decisions, like if you're hiring somebody, right, you got two people to choose from. They're both just as like qualified, but this person is just pleasant to be around and this person is annoying to be around. You're going to hire the person that's pleasant to be around, right? So being a person that's willing to do the work and is just like has energy to them where like they'll own their mistakes, they're willing to grow, that's going to get you so far in life. So I didn't know I was going to be this person that I am today. It was a snowball effect of me just being open and like hungry and willing to like admit my wrongs and just grow and learn. And like when people see you have those qualities, they want to help you. You get what I'm saying? So like, that's really what I would tell any young person is like, be as curious as you possibly can. Like ask questions about everything. Like this stool I'm sitting in, like who made this stool? Like, and what company painted it and what kind of wood is it? And like, let me learn everything about this stool I'm sitting in. I might discover like 5 industries I didn't know that existed. And I might learn about 20 people that I never knew existed. And now I have knowledge. And now maybe because I have that knowledge, I might mess around and end up making money in that industry or making money some other way because I just got information from this. So like being completely curious, I just made that up just now because I'm sitting in a chair, but being that curious about everything will get you a level of understanding that's going to put you above everybody else around you. Like that's real talk, especially being Black. People don't expect that from you. And you got to use that negative. That's not good, by the way, but use that to your advantage. Because people are expecting less of you anyway. So when you're now edging them out, they're like, whoa. And then you're just killing it. Now you're exceeding expectations and like you're just the man somehow and no one understands how, but like it makes sense somehow. And I don't even know if I'm making sense.
No, you are.
I feel like I am, but I could not be. I gotta double check. Sometimes I gotta double check because I'm like, am I killing it right now or am I talking about a whole lot of nothing? I don't know.
Christian, so you're actually making music now. You know, what kind of pushed you into that area?
Go on, pull my iTunes up, Mina. Pull my iTunes up, girl.
Follow him on Instagram.
Yo, listen. Yo, music is my therapy. Yeah, show him the gram. Go on and follow me, y'all. Yeah.
I didn't realize you had this many followers. No.
Why are you playing me? Yo,
I'm not.
You've been coming for me this whole podcast. Yo.
I'm not. Yo. I've been bigging you up. I didn't realize you had this many followers.
I don't even have a lot of followers, first of all. So you're playing me right now.
No, you do. You have 103,000 followers. That's a lot of followers. That's 103,000 people that are interested in what you're doing.
I want 1 million followers. Music. So I've always done music as a kid, but it was like a passion thing. Well, actually, no, I'm lying. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a rapper. But then like I got a little older, fell in love with other things, and it was just a passion thing. I was scared. I'm definitely scared, insecure, afraid what people would think about me. And then once I got successful with like other stuff, that made it worse. Cause I'm like, well now, like I'm kind of set in stone with this kind of stuff. People are gonna think I'm crazy. Like I feel like I'm now too old to do this. Like, what if it's trash? Like I'm gonna look crazy. Like I'm good at hosting stuff. Like, so now I can't come out with something trash on the back end of that. Like, this is crazy. Like I could get judged. Like, and then like on another part of it was like, the content that I was saying in it isn't like what's popular to say right now. So I'm like, then there's that, like, I don't know. Like, and then the pandemic happened and it made me think more about like me and life. And, you know, I feel like everyone went through that where you're just like, what is going on? And like, what really matters right now? Cause I don't really have nothing else to do. And I got to think about me now. And this is weird. And I was just like, at the end of the day, like, I really just genuinely don't want to be the guy that looks back and says, why didn't I X, Y, Z?
Right.
I want to do everything. I'm young. I got to do it now or never. It's like, you know, it's a passion of mine that I love. I don't need to become Jay-Z. I just want to do whatever my version of music is, and wherever it lands there, and whatever happens, and I move on with my life. Like, it makes me feel good. It was really, for me, making music was like my statement to myself. Like, I believe in myself. I'm willing to do whatever is going to make me feel free. And I don't care what anyone thinks or what level or status I'm on or what I'm going to lose because of it. Like, prove that to yourself. So I proved it to myself by putting out my first song. And then I got a great reaction to that.
It was really good. I was like, okay, Christian got bars.
Hey, I felt good after. The feeling I felt after putting it out is indescribable. It feels better than any money I've ever made or any job I've ever gotten. Like, putting that out was like a feeling of like weight coming off of me and like clarity and just like peace. And like, even if everyone at that moment said, this is trash, I still would have been like, I did it. Like, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's trash, whatever. Like, I'm free.
Yeah.
I'm trash and I'm free. Like, but I'm free. Like, I'm serious. I felt so good. And now I'm just doing music and I don't care. I used to be a little nervous or scared when people were like, oh, you're a rapper now. I'd be like, no, I'm not a rapper. I'm just making music. Now when people are like, you're a rapper, I'm like, yeah, I'm a rapper. Whatever. If you want to call me a rapper, I'm a rapper. Whatever. Oh, yeah, I'm a rapper. Yeah. So yeah, music has been fun. I'm enjoying it. They played my song at NBA All-Star during the dunk contest too.
Oh, congrats. Very nice.
They played it and I was like,
I
wanted to say on the mic, like, that's my song, but I had to act like I didn't know it was my song. Like, I had to be like, oh, okay, going for the next dunk.
So do you, when that happens, do you see like something happen on the back end? Do you see more people streaming it, or is it just like a cool look?
So the song they played isn't out, so I kind of like didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to do? But no, when Matisse put my song in his blog, remember when his blogs went viral with the Matisse from the Sixers YouTube series? Yo, the streams went crazy. Like, he definitely gave me a good look with that. And a couple of the guys have reposted it too. So I always see a spike and stuff. Yeah. And also really what's weird is if I put it in my videos, like on my Instagram consistently, like that helps too. But I mean, I guess that's just obvious.
Because you have so many followers, that's why.
Yeah. 103,000 followers. That's not adding everything else.
1 million followers.
I was going to ask, as far as the pandemic, because you spoke about that and like what you went through during the pandemic, outside of being confident enough to put your music out, what's something that happened or changed in your life during the pandemic that you want to keep going?
Oh, okay. So it's actually the opposite. I got very overweight during the pandemic.
I know the feeling.
But here's the thing. So I was not that really, I was like normal, right? Let's call it normal, right? Mm-hmm. Normal weight that I've been my whole life before the pandemic, but I wasn't in shape anymore. I used to be an athlete, but then I lost that weak, but just trash, right? Mm-hmm. And the pandemic happened. It pushed me over the edge of like out of shape, which forced me to make a decision. Am I gonna be that out of shape guy, or am I gonna make a change? What happened was I decided to make a change towards end of pandemic. Now I'm eating healthier and working out. And now it's a part of my life, which would have never happened otherwise. I would have just maintained like normal out of shape guy like qualities. But because I went the other way, now I'm the other way. Because I was like, I had to make, my back was against the wall. I was like, who am I going to be? Am I going to be that guy or this guy? So I was like, well, I got to be this guy. Like, I can't literally like choose this. Like, I can't do it. So that's something, that's a good question. Another thing I would say is I definitely started to read more during pandemic. I'm not going to cap. I definitely didn't read a lot before. Not to say I didn't read, I read, but just not as frequent as I should have. And now, because of the pandemic, I'm a frequent like reader. Is reader a word? I'm a reader.
Yeah. You're a reader.
Wide face.
I'm reading a book right now. Hold on. I forget the name of it. The dude, Iger, the dude that was the CEO for Disney.
Ooh, look at this view.
Oh, snap. My bad. Hold on.
Very nice house.
Hold on. I got this book.
I have some more questions to ask.
All right. Y'all got to read this book. I'm not finished. Yeah, Robert Iger. Get this book. It's pretty good. This is my most recent book right here. The Ride of a Lifetime, it's called.
What is it about?
So it's basically about the lessons that he learned for leaders, if you're trying to be a leader, but it also applies to like you leading your life, not just like a leader as a CEO, but like leading your life. The first chapter really was good for me because I need to work on giving grace, like as a leader. Like he was basically saying he had two bosses and one always wanted perfection. And like, he would put people against each other to like, try to get perfection. And it was always like, even when you did good, it was just like, okay, great. And it was next. There was never any appreciation, or there was no human connection. And he didn't give grace to anyone. Like, it was never, like when someone made a mistake, it didn't matter. It was just like, you're not great, you suck. Like, and so I kind of had that approach to a lot of stuff. And he basically was explaining, like, everybody is case by case. A good leader understands that and gives that human grace, even though, like, you have to balance, basically he was saying you have to balance the like pursuit of perfection, but also like the understanding and like grace towards human flaw and error, and understand that everyone is different, and you have to grasp and like, that's how you're a good leader, because then you can make everyone around you like that much better. And then he applied it to his personal life too, because obviously, like, once you get close to people or you love them, like, you give them a hard time when they hurt you or when, whatever. So that applied to me, because I move like a machine sometimes, and I expect everyone else to do that. And that's just not practical. That's not how it works. And I'm like, but results. And it's like, well, no, but like life, like, but
like calm down, right?
Right, like we're not machines. But yeah, it's a good book. Get this book, The Ride of a Lifetime. I wouldn't even usually read a book like this, but it's good.
I'll check it.
Listen, you gotta let me know how it feel, man. I always said when I get myself some money, the first thing I'm doing, I'm gonna get my teeth fixed, man. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, yes, sir.
I've been following you for a minute, and I see you got your teeth all done. Hey. I know you're getting to the money, man. How it feel?
I can't believe.
I don't know about the getting to the money part. Let's not even.
We see the view. We see the view, Christian.
Hey,
you where the money resides, Christian.
Dr. Kunal literally has changed my life. Dentistry. Wait, why can't I say dentistry?
Dentistry. Mm-hmm.
Why am I struggling with that? Say
You're good. Dentistry.
Dentistry for life. No, that's the name of Dentistry for Life. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. It's in Center City, Philadelphia. This man wears Yeezys every day with his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh cut.
Yeah.
I taught him how to do the Trey Songz face, and he does it at the practice.
What's the Trey?
I forgot you do that. Good.
Oh yeah, Trey. I'll show you. Should I show him, Mina? All right, just don't make it weird, because it's like for y'all.
Anything.
All right, just here it is.
for people listening, you can see that.
Does a Trey Songz face? Whose dentist does that?
You can see that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I have a whole thing about this.
Mina's House podcast.
I have a whole thing about the Trey Songz face. It will do wonders for you. Just you can't say it's a Trey Songz face until after you've done it and it's worked. If you use another guy's name before you do it, then they're gonna know that you stole it from him, and then you look crazy. So you got to do it right. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, all I gotta say is he changed my life. My smile is crazy now. Like he actually came to me like years ago. I was like, I want to do this with you, and I was like, all right, and I kind of wasn't sure, and he just was consistent and was like very calm and like patient with me. And I gave in, and it was a long process, but smooth. Like I will tell you this. I've always been the type of guy that doesn't care about like appearance and like brands and looking flashy and looking cool. Like I never cared about that, but it kind of ended up becoming to my downfall, because like my teeth, for example, were crooked and I didn't care. Like, and that's like, there's good in that, but there's also bad. It's like, you should care if you can fix it, if it's going to benefit your life and your health. And because I was just so far on the other side of not caring, because I'm like, well, I don't care if they don't like me, they don't like me. Like, so I learned from after fixing my smile was like, oh, okay, like I do feel better. I do take better care of my teeth now. And it is helping me and my career. So it's like, oh, this is better. Ultimately, this is better, right? So it's like, I'm now trying to find that balance, and it's changing my mental a little bit, because I neglected things, because in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't care about this because I'm not materialistic. But then some things are like, well, no, you actually should care a little bit more. Like, no, if you're going to this party, you should be dressed a little nicer because you're going to be around this type of crowd and it's more appropriate, and that's not wrong. So like before, where I'm just like, I don't care, it's like, all right, maybe I'll care a little bit, but not care too much, because who am I trying to impress? Like, so if you're like here, not too much here or there, that's kind of what it's taught me. So getting this smile has made me realize like there are things I neglected that I probably shouldn't have neglected, but
Fair.
It's definitely life changing, and I feel good, bro. When you do it, you're gonna walk around like, now I hit everybody with one of these like, oh yeah, oh, yeah. Yo, for real, oh that's crazy. Like, I be seeing them look at my smile, I be like, ah. But now it's dope, yo. Dr. Canal, yo, go give him your money for real. Like, Dr. Canal changed my life for real. Like, I have very grateful, very grateful.
Great to hear, man.
When you look at your life, what do you feel like your life needs? Because I feel like just from knowing you from all these years, you're such a bubbly person. You have a great spirit. You know, it kind of seems like whatever you want to do, you go after it and you get it done. You know, like, is there anything that you feel like your life needs right now?
I've never been asked that question before. I mean, a good job. You stumped me. I'm going to try to answer this question to the best of my ability. I think I just need love and peace. Like, I need more love and I need more peace. And I think that the love that I need needs to come from me. Like, I think I have the love that I need from my family, like, and I think I need more love from myself. Maybe we're getting real deep right now, but I think I need more love from me. And I think that love would bring me peace, because to be completely transparent, I'm not at peace ever. I'm always thinking like, what if this is my peak? What if this is the best that I'm gonna do? Like, when is this go down? Like, will I actually achieve what I really want? And like, even like with relationships, like, is this girl the one? Am I gonna commit to this girl and she's gonna cheat on me 8 years from now? Like, I think about every bad thing that can happen all the time. I'm never at peace. Like, I'm always like overthinking everything. So I think I just need to like slow down mentally. My life needs peace and like love within. And I don't hate myself. I'm actually really in love with, like, falling in love with myself is a better way to say it. But I'm crazy. Like, I'm definitely mentally crazy to a level where I overthink everything, and I'm like this, like, nonstop. Does that make sense? That's me keeping it 100% honest with y'all. Like, I have no problem keeping it 100. That's really what's going on up here. I'm always like this.
Do you smoke weed? Maybe weed will help you find a peace.
No, I don't really smoke weed like that. I have smoked weed before, but I'm not a weed smoker. Like, I'm not really a drug guy. I haven't even really been drinking like that anymore. For real.
Facts. Me too.
Y'all don't believe me.
I said, do you smoke weed?
Like, there you go, staying true to his brand.
This actually isn't a question, it's just a comment. Like, I think you answered a lot of things, but when you were talking just now about the love and the peace, at first I was like, this sounds like a Drake lyric. Then I was like, it sounds like me. And I was like, when is his birthday? And your birthday is apparently a day before mine. So like, we're right here.
You're me and I'm you. You're an Aquarius. Yeah. See, you understand everything I'm saying.
Exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah. This is a thing. Maybe this is a new community we can start together. Like,
not the whistling one, huh?
This is
another one.
What do we call this, man? Like, we got to call this something. We all got to unite and figure out how to slow our brains down and just like, shut up.
If the pandemic didn't make it happen, then nothing's gonna make it happen.
It's a gift and a curse, though. It's a gift and a curse,
for sure.
Yo, I don't think the pandemic slowed some people down, though. For me, like, I eliminated all the stuff that takes time, like traveling and being on a bus going to New York or driving.
Yeah.
So now that I've cut that fat out, it left me so much more space to try to get stuff done. So for some people, like, it didn't even really slow me down. Like, it just made me feel like, ooh, now I can, take my cooking up a notch, or, oh, now I can, work on my work room and really make it like it never stops almost.
I feel as though and this doesn't apply to everyone. Some people's lives didn't change at all. But for those who had the opportunity maybe to be home a little bit more, or to have more free time, or I really hope, and even if it's still this way, I really hope you take advantage of it, because we're never going to have this opportunity ever again. And it's kind of like you almost get like this advancement on yourself that you can, like you're saying, add this thing, whether it's a side hustle or a new hobby, or like just reading more to get more knowledge and understanding, or like become a better chef, become a better husband, a better father. Like, these are opportunities we're getting to be better people. And if you're looking at it the wrong way, you're going to miss that wave. More than likely, you're going to become a worse person, because you're either going to be more broke or more stressed, or more, because this is very stressful. So it's fair. But if you're not taking advantage of the situation, you're going to come out a way bigger loser. But I see it the other way. It's like, for me, this was an opportunity for me to just better myself. And I'm definitely taking full advantage of that. And it feels good. Like, it sucks. The whole process sucks and hurts, but like, you come out on the other side and it's all worth it. Like, so I don't know. I might just be rambling at this point.
It's okay.
Nah, you're not. I would like to ask you this. Did you get mistaken for Junebug at all while you was down in Atlanta?
Yo, don't do that to me, bro. Actually, what's funny, yo? Me and Junebug are actually friends now on the internet, not in real life. And he's probably going to come to a Sixers game soon. And I thought to myself a couple of times, do I look like this dude?
Just a little bit, man.
And I kind of got mad. Like, I'm like, dang. And Junebug, I don't think you're ugly, but it's just like, you're that look now. Like, you're famous for looking like that. And now I'm the guy that looks like you. So you ruined my whole life. Like, you ruined my existence. So Junebug, I don't think you're ugly, but you're definitely not the guy I want to look like. And I'm not happy about this. If I do look like you, I don't think I do, but if I do, this is a problem we need to fix. So when you come to Philly, we need to clean that up. Now I'm getting asked in interviews, do I look like you? This is a problem. Y'all take this clip and y'all add Junebug on this clip, because that's how I feel about it.
Christian, they're going to let fans into the Wells Fargo Center for the first time in over a year.
Y'all coming?
On Sunday. Actually, they told me no.
I'll be there one day.
They were like, no, we have a cap. We have a cap on the people that can come.
Yeah, I think only 3,000.
Yeah. So, I mean, is there some level of anxiety there? I mean, how do you feel about being on the entertainment side?
Bring them in, baby.
You're ready to be around people?
All of them.
Listen, as long as y'all not climbing gates again, Mina, do not climb anything.
Don't put my name on this one, because that's I work for the Sixers. I don't got nothing. If Mina climbs in there, I got nothing to do with that.
You're supposed to let her out, man. You're supposed to be the plug.
I was gonna say I can't climb in there without him. He's tall. Like, I'm 5'2".
Nah, you was doing your thing. You was doing your own ninja stuff too. Don't do that.
I was a ninja, you said?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Absolutely.
Well, you have anything special planned
for the game?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn up. I can't wait. It's gonna feel like it's gonna feel like it's been like a year. It may be longer. It's gonna feel incredible. Coming out of All-Star too, I'm gonna have extra energy because it's home. I just plan on having a good time. I haven't looked at the game script yet, but I don't even care. I cannot wait to just be around that many people in a safe environment. And to watch some Sixers basketball together. Like, it's been a long time coming. It's going to be great.
Let me ask you this. How disappointing was it when Joel and Ben couldn't play? I mean, and then how was it even hosting the game with Doc coaching? I mean, it must feel like family, right?
Yeah, it felt amazing to see Doc. First of all, Doc is a goat, yo. Like, I don't know if he's getting enough credit. He's definitely getting love, but he deserves a lot of credit. He's like really good. It's really good to see what he's doing. So obviously it's good to see him at All-Star because I don't feel alone. I was bummed. Like, I couldn't believe that they couldn't show up to the game. Like any Sixers fan, it's just like, come on. Just want to get in the game. Like, why? But it's for the safety of everybody. Like, it is what it is. Like, we just gotta. It's better. It's the best decision to make. So it is what it is. Like, what am I gonna say about it? But I held it down. Doc's there. I was there. I held it down.
Right.
We still had some Sixers representation. They were good sports about it. Everybody understands. Like, it's all good.
Yeah.
You spoke about leadership and just about I guess almost like knowing your personnel, and you just brought up Doc Rivers. So I wanted to see if you just as a fan noticed the difference on how maybe he treats the players versus the coach that we had last year as far as Brett Brown.
I mean, I think both coaches had a completely different style of coaching, but with Doc, I think he's just got this like old school, like real confident Coach Carter type, like come on and play a game type intelligence. Like I think my favorite thing about him is the way he talks to the refs. Like, he defends his players to the grave. Like, if there's a bad call, you ain't gonna hear the end of it from Doc Rivers. Like, I love watching Doc Rivers coach. He's like, some coaches are just like silent, or like they're like snipers. Like, they're like, you don't know what they're thinking. Like, you don't know what they're saying. Like, they're real secretive. Then you got other guys who are like more animated. Like, and then you got Doc Rivers. Like, he's someone like you can watch him and be entertained by him. Like, he's just fun to watch. Even when he's proud of his player and he like pulls his player in, he's like talking to him like, "No, that's what I'm talking about." Like, or when he's talking to his other coaches about like, he's very fun to watch. I'm a big fan of him, like more now than ever. Like, I definitely slept on him before when he was with the Clippers. Like, I slept on him his whole career, honestly. And now that he's here, I get to see it. And I'm like, dang, we're lucky to have him. He's great. Yo, not for real. I'm dead serious. He's great.
I like how he checks people. Like, he just be like, yo, like, I remember I was watching, and I think one of the reporters was like in his bed, and he was like, yo, are you laying in your bed right now? And he was like, yeah. I was like, on national TV, he checked the reporter.
Yo, he's a real one, yo. He's a real one. He's not like, he'll keep it real and he's respectful. Like, he's a coach. Like, he's a coach. He knows and he keeps it real, and you respect him for that. If he's saying something to you, it's exactly what he believes and what he genuinely thinks. Mm-hmm. And like, there's no other motive behind anything he's saying or doing. He's saying it genuinely because he truly believes and wants the best for both the player and the team. That's just how he is across the board. And you see his comments about things off the court too. So
yeah.
He's a real one. He's a real one across the board, for sure.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Christian. We've been talking a long time. I mean, we could talk to you forever, bruh. Seriously.
Hey, look, we can do it again. Y'all let me know. I want at least 20% next time though. Like, we got, I want at least 20%, but we can work this out. I'll get my slot in here. I can help get some guests on the show.
Are you gonna start booking?
Yo, what y'all need?
You gotta be able to deal with my jokes though, Christian. I don't know. I let some jokes fly and you was a little like
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough job.
I be joking, Christian. You gotta know that.
You definitely, because you be trying to get people fired, bro. That's the problem.
Me?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you mean?
You be trying to get people fired, yo.
Oh, well, us jumping the fence isn't me trying to get you fired. It's just a real story.
It's actually a really good story. It was a really good story. I'm gonna let you have that one. It was your idea though, right?
I don't remember that. Honestly, this literally was like 5 years over, like maybe 5 years ago. I don't even remember how we even got to the place of let's jump the fence. Like,
So nobody's taking credit for this idea.
I don't remember.
This brilliant idea, nobody wants to take credit for it.
I really think I said it jokingly, and then somehow it ends up happening, you know, like, you know how I be joking, I be like, oh, let's jump the fence, you know, and then all of a sudden it became like, we're really jumping the fence. And I was like, oh my God, we're jumping the fence.
I wish we had video of it. I wish people probably don't even believe this story at this point, but
I don't want video of it.
I do. Who came up with it?
Then we can deny.
Before we get out of here, last question, because you are a man of many talents with the music and everything, you know, just being a fan of your work on Instagram, it seems like you'll be good at acting as well, man. I felt like you could have starred in the new Coming to America too.
Oh, snap.
I feel like you could have been in there instead of the guy.
Yo, I was
so are you into acting at all? Is that something you can see your career going?
Yeah, definitely. So I literally, like, I'm not even talking like less than an hour ago on a call with my friend. Like, we were just talking, she's an actor, and I was like, yo, like, I need to really get into acting. Like, I feel like that's definitely a next step for me. I used to act when I was a kid. I was pretty good. I could cry, I could yell, like, I was a good actor, but I can't say I'm a good actor now. I'm a natural. I can hold it down, but I really do see myself getting into that. I think I have like that, you know, charisma, I guess, that people like to see in shows and stuff like that. So with a little more training, definitely. So I'm actually planning on that. It's funny that you asked that. But absolutely, I want to be in a Netflix show or something. I want to be a regular character or something. I feel like I could provide some pretty fantastic vibes for a show.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You could do the Trey Songz face.
I got the Trey Songz face now. I got the smile now. Y'all crazy. What I'm talking about.
You can whistle, listen.
Whistle community, stand up.
So crazy.
Christian Crosby, thank you so much. Be his 103rd follower. Wait, 103rd and one follower.
Welcoming all DMs and all Whistle community members. Hit me up on the gram at Christian Crosby. Thank y'all for having me on here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Christian.
Go on.
Bye.
Later, y'all.
All right. Christian Crosby, ladies and gentlemen.
Really good energy guy, man.
Absolutely.
High energy, good guy.
You know, this is the most questions Garnett has ever asked.
Child, I was like,
ever done the show ever. Like,
I was like, he got another question.
Listen, I got bad questions. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. I've been fully prepared. So,
well, we can't talk about any of the other stuff we were going to talk about. We just ran too late.
We got good energy though, so you guys will see us next week, and we'll be back with more good energy and more questions and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely. And we can talk about everything going on with the Royals with Shayna. And and then
Shayna back.
We just won't even address the woman who got stranded in Atlanta. She went down there with $400, was waiting on her unemployment check, and never came through. So she got stuck. And had to start a GoFundMe.
Listen,
to buy her trip back. But what I don't understand is she put like $1,500. It don't take $1,500 for you to get back to New York from Atlanta. So I think it was funding something else.
How much was the unemployment check gonna be? Because if that wasn't gonna be 15, then you didn't need 15.
Girl,
what I'm talking about, y'all. Why are y'all still believing these people? Stop. Like she knew what she was doing. It was. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other women. You know, maybe not you and your friends, Mina, but it's some women that travel with absolutely nothing because they expect to get stuff when they get there.
Child. Well, that's a talk for another show. Thank you for watching. It's the 168th episode of the Mina's House podcast. Thank you, Christian Crosby, for joining us. I'm Mina SayWhat.
Garnett Briscoe.
Jack Stuckey.
All right. Bye, guys. Talk to you.